Organizations with top-down centralized coordination and hierarchical structures tend to be inherently inefficient. They are based on coercion and they may lack flexibility and capacity to evolve, providing inadequate responsiveness to challenges and to the growing societal demands. Distributed architecture and trust by computation. Code is law. Centralized vertical authority has become the main organizational model in society simply because there has not been a better alternative so far. For the first time in history, citizens can now reach consensus and coordination at global level through cryptographically verified peer-to-peer procedures without the intermediation of a third party. The blockchain technology ushers in a new era of decentralization or large scale, in which human factor is minimized and trust shifts from the human agents of a central organization to an open source code. In such distributed architecture, code is law, the protocol is open source, and it can be reviewed by anyone. The network is not owned nor controlled by any single entity. Data are simultaneously kept by all nodes, thus ensuring proper redundancy. Neutrality of the code, distributed consensus, and auditability of transactions can significantly reduce or overcome frictions and failures inherent in a decision-making process of centralized organizations. Power of individuals and politics by instant atomic interactions. While the state bases its actions on coercion, the blockchain can provide governance services in a more efficient and decentralized way without having to rely on force. This allows a more horizontal and distributed diffusion of authority in which the source of legitimacy are the individuals themselves. Using the blockchain as a permanent encryption-secured public record repository, human agents as representatives can be replaced by smart contracts and decentralized autonomous corporations. A do-it-yourself Starbucks-style public administration, the blockchain can be used as a permanent public records repository to store all government legal documents such as contracts, identification cards, passports, land deeds, etc. in a cheaper, more efficient and decentralized way. Any user citizen can create his own blockchain nation with an entirely voluntary do-it-yourself public administration. Users can opt in and out at will in accordance with their needs. So government services can become more granular and individualized as a Starbucks coffee orders. Borderless globalized government services. Blockchain-based services are able to overcome the geographical limits of nation-states and uplift their jurisdiction to a global cloud. Considering the growing mobility of individuals between borders, one overall provider of government services is preferable to the current system, which is based on multiple nation-states and is therefore inefficient. Systems of direct democracy. Democracy can become more effective through the direct participation of citizens in the decision-making process. The blockchain technology can implement new models of participation such as liquid democracy and random sample elections. Futarchy, voting for values while betting on belief. Futarchy was proposed by economist Robin Hanson in 2003 as an engineering approach to public policies. The system essentially consists of prediction, market, speculating, and betting through cryptocurrencies and tokens. Citizens first vote on specific political outcomes or targets, then on proposals for achieving them. Finally, they will gain or lose tokens depending on the acceptance or rejection of proposals. Discussed as a new possible governance model based on Ethereum platform, Futarchy represents a quintessential example of the potential transformative power of blockchain technology. A decentralized society still based upon the state authority. To decentralize services through the blockchain does not mean to end of the state, but to foster better governance. The blockchain is not meant to be a tool for promoting lawlessness or anarchy. The objective is rather to prevent the excessive concentration of power in the hands of the few and to make legal frameworks more granular and tailored to the needs of citizens. A new social contract characterized by decentralized autonomous societies. With the diffusion of blockchain applications, it will be finally possible for citizens to eliminate the need for centralized institutions and design a new social contract based on consensus rather than coercion for a more transparent, autonomous, and innovative global society. The new social contract would include systems for decentralized communication and collaboration, as well as decentralized arbitration systems in order to resolve conflicts through smart contracts with rules consented by the participants and compatible with common law or natural law. At the end of the day, blockchain technology is an incredible tool and means to an end rather than end itself. We shouldn't nod our heads agreeably when someone states they want to be a decentralized version of X. Instead, we should be asking how far on the spectrum and why. The tug of war between centralization and decentralization is nothing new and a result of mankind's nature to centralize power. In many respects, we are building governance systems that will transcend any one individual. So, while exciting technical breakthroughs in blockchain are happening, we need to also, in parallel, apply the best governance and cultural practices that history and other disciplines have to offer.